Hello everyone. For those interested, today we're going to be taking a tour of the Tower Garden. As you can see, it's a completely indoor garden with the lights and the tomato cage around it. I first planted it August 15th, and I've done 2 more plantings since then, and so there's kind of a mixture of dates of plants. But we'll start at the bottom here. This is my dwarf tomato. It was supposed to be dwarf. It's, now growing quite tall up here, so it's not very dwarf anymore. But it's a purple experimental variety, and so I'm not really sure what the tomatoes are supposed to come out looking like. But you can see them here. And so this has been going since August 15th was when I planted it from seed. And so it has grown to be this big now, and it's now got lots of blooms and producing tomatoes. If we come over, I have another sister plant to that, and this one I planted in September. This is more dwarf-like. You can see it's already blooming, and it's a lot shorter than the first one. In the other 2 spots around here, we have some zucchini. I have 2 zucchini plants that I've been doing, and we've had lots of blooms and a couple that have turned into zucchinis, but then they've slowly started rotting, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. If we come up to the next level, we have a giant lettuce that we have harvested from multiple times now, and you can see this thing stretches all the way over here and around, and that's just one lettuce plant. So it's grown, quite large, and has been really good lettuce. If we come over, we get to our basils. I have 2 basil plantings, and as you can see, the leaves grow, quite large for basil. And these have been, we've harvested these probably 4 times now, and they just keep growing. And we've used it for pesto and salads and spaghetti all the time, and so it's been really good. And so here's the other one over here. And these are also really tall. They start down there and then just go up and up and up. Beside the basil, we have the sage. I didn't really expect the sage to do well because you're basically, with a hydroponic system, you're running water. This system is on, since it's indoors, it's on 15 minutes on, 45 minutes off. And so the sage has actually grown pretty well, but you can see that the leaves kind of stay curled a little bit, but they're still really good leaves, and it smells really good, so whatever works. The next one over here is thyme that we have up here. And so that's, we've harvested several times from that too, and it's been growing pretty well. Around here we have lemon balm that is just taken off and is sneaking around the whole thing. Up here we have either a bell pepper or cayenne pepper. I'm not sure which is which. I have, the other one is on the other side, so we'll see. Up here we have a ton of cilantro. I have 2 cilantros growing that we've harvested from, every morning since they started, and that took about a month before they started giving us enough to harvest, and so that's been doing really well. Up above it we have some rainbow chard. If we come over and we move the cilantro a little bit, we have some chamomile that is going, and around we have some romaine, arugula, and some other salad type stuff that we've started. These were started probably in the beginning of October, so they're doing pretty good. Above them on either side we have collard greens, and so those are been doing pretty well. We haven't eaten these as much as we should, but they've been doing pretty good. The big monster is wild bergamot. And you can see that's the planting, and then it goes all the way down and has actually started to choke out other plants. And I've cut this back twice almost to the planting, and it's still, you know, huge and just has like completely taken over the garden. Here's that other pepper I mentioned. Up here we have some chives. These were started beginning of October, so they're a couple weeks old. And then down here we have some spinach that is starting. And underneath the big lettuce we have a baby lettuce that also was started early October. So as you can see, we've had pretty good luck with everything. Oh, I forgot one more, since the bergamot kind of hides it. This is actually English lavender down here. And I didn't really expect this to take off well either, because, you know, lavender and rosemary kind of need to be able to dry out. And it hasn't been able to dry out, but before the bergamot blocked all the light, it was doing pretty good, and it still, you know, smells good and is still growing slowly. So this was started from seed in September. So it's not doing too bad. I need to cut back the bergamot so it can get more light. So that's the tower garden. And my thoughts so far, you know, for a completely indoor apartment gardening, it's been great so far. What I don't like is you can see the salt building up. Tower garden comes with its own pH liquids that balance the pH, and then it comes with its own tower tonic that is basically the nutrients for the plants. And as you can see, the tonic's been doing great, but it is neither organic nor that great, because it leaves that salt buildup. So I'm going to be exploring options here this weekend, actually, for some different tonics that I can use. So yeah, overall it's been really good. It's easy to take care of. Once a week I add water and test the pH, and that's about it.